Today at Blenders Pride Fashion Tour finale, we have designer Neeta Lulla'S, and of course her showstopper. I think she looks stunning, Kalki. You rock the show.
Thank you.
Tell me, first of all, Neeta, I would want to start with you. Tell us a little about your collection, because this was something very different that, you know, we've seen from the past.
Well, it's very important to move and surprise your consumer, to surprise your viewer, and to surprise people who know your clothes, because the element of stagnancy is something that seeps in, and people, you know, expect, okay, it's going to be the same thing that we saw last year. So this is something that I kind of move on from, and I like to move on to, because whatever is different, whatever is stylish, is something that keeps you going, keeps the consumer ticking, that, you know, what next, what new. And this time round it was about a very vintage era, an era of the late 20s, early 30s, which had a lot of fun, a lot of attitude to it, and a lot of spiritedness to it. So yeah, this was all about bringing out that culture.
Right. Kalki, I mean, you know, the way you were on the ramp, at first I was thinking, was it choreographed or was it just impromptu that Kalki just did it, you know? What did you just do on the ramp? It was great, it was amazing. I think you were the one that actually, you know, brought the whole, what do you call, the feel of the look that she was trying to portray to all the models there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, you know, I just was very inspired by the whole outfit and the whole mood of that. And I love the 20s and 30s. I love films from that era. You know, I'm very nostalgic about that era. I love the music from that era, a lot of jazz. So you know, I'm no dancer, and of course we didn't choreograph anything, but I just got into a bit of a groove because the music was, you know, fun, and yeah, it hopefully pulled off all right.
It did, of course, I'm telling you, because the moment, you know, I mean, I kind of missed the first half, but of course I didn't miss the grooves that you just did down there. I think it was really nice. Kalki, tell me one thing, you know, with Neeta, I mean, what's the connection? Can you share something that, you know, something special that you have for her, you know, from the past, probably, like you were just speaking about the outfit that you wore.
Please tell that story again. You know, firstly, I love Neeta Lulla'S stuff, and I actually, when I first moved to Bombay, I had my first, I think it was I can't remember which award ceremony I had to go to, but I didn't have an outfit, and I needed a gown, and I was new, so, you know, it wasn't like I knew designers, I didn't know who to call. So you know, Neeta Lulla'S store was actually where I got my first gown, a red carpet gown, and it was beautiful. And ever since, you know, I've been in touch with the kind of work she does. I even know her daughter Nishka Lulla, whose stuff I also love. I think they're very, both of them are very stylistic, but also classic in a way, and they always do something which is sort of lasting. You know, I think with fashion, a lot of stuff is new and exciting, but then it's hard to wear, whereas you know, Neeta's stuff is really easy to wear, and I love that about her. Yeah.
Right. Kalki, and you've been traveling a lot lately. Tell me something that, you know, what inspires you? Do you pick up something from all your travels, you know, that you've been doing lately?
I travel a lot, especially this year I've traveled too much, and I love vintage stores. I love to go into, you know, these thrift shops and places like that, and New York and London have great ones, Portobello Road, Greenwich Market, you know, Camden Town. There are some fantastic places like that. I'm not really, you know, I have all sorts of clothes. I don't really stick to one thing, so I have quite an eclectic collection. Yeah.
Right. Neeta, tell me lastly before we go, you know, something about Kalki that you actually got her in the 1920s is the collection all about, and I think you had the right showstopper. What is that one thing that you see in Kalki that, you know, you asked her to walk for you?
Primarily it was the attitude, primarily it was her free-spiritedness, her acting, which is completely out of the box, completely something that people love to watch, they relate to, and I think even the era had the same kind of feel. And Kalki exudes a style which is her own, which can't be anybody else's, and that's what I really loved about her.
Right. I think that was a fantastic duo. I mean, the designer and actress, I think that was a fabulous. Kalki, you really rocked the show. Thank you so much, Kalki and Neeta, for being with us. Stay tuned to Hot Your, we'll get you a lot more.